one of the things you say about with the application is it's stateless, and that's the big difference with the database is it isn't. This is particularly a problem when it comes to reversing database changes. So you put something out and you realize something's gone horribly wrong. How do we undo it? As much as possible, try and separate the application release from the related database release. So if you're adding a column to support some code, add the column first, and then at some point later, deploy the code. Because one of the biggest struggles you have is not just the fact that if you've got to drop that column, it's just a nightmare. But
Yeah.
what do you do with all that data? Some people have written information into there, and okay, if you're a social media application and you're just recording what hat people wear, doesn't matter. If you're a bank and you're recording, I don't know, some extra information which is a legal requirement, you can't just revert that back out. And as Gerald says, if you've deployed a whole bunch of stuff together and something goes wrong, you don't know what's caused it. But if you've added the column, everything's fine, then you deploy the code and something goes wrong, it's not the database change that's done it. So as much as possible, if you separate those, so then that way, at least if you do have to back your database changes out, hopefully there's no new information. You don't have to go, we've got all this customer data, which we've got to figure out what we're going to do with while we back out the change or fix it. So I think adding state adds a lot of problems, but testing early, making changes small helps solve
Right.
those issues.